Hello, Internet. I'm Nick Acciani, and these are my adventures backstage. So, today, I want to talk about tattoos. How to cover up a tattoo. So, when you're an actor, you have different roles, and they all require different things. Sometimes you have tattoos put on because the character's kind of badass, and you gotta be badass, so you need a tattoo. Those are pretty easy. It's temporary tattoos with water. I mean, it's not that hard. You've been doing it since you were 3. Covering an actual tattoo is a little harder. Not every character that you play is going to have a tattoo where you might have one. Mine, I've had to cover up quite a lot. Right here. That tattoo is pretty. Basically, the first step in any tattoo cover is to not get a tattoo. I mean, that's easy. This arm, I never have to cover up this arm. Completely clean. This arm, all the time. If you're like me and you really wanted one, go for it. Just know that you've got a lifetime ahead of you of covering it up. If you are getting a tattoo, put it somewhere that's going to be covered up by an article of clothing, like a shirt or socks. Here, I had the brilliant idea that, okay, I can roll my sleeves like this, and you can't see it. But then I'd have to sit around like this. Most sleeves get rolled up to here. It's the next thing you're going to do is find your color tone. Everybody has a different color tone. Most places they'll work with you to find your color tone. You don't want to put on dark brown if you're as pale as I am. So once you find your color tone, what you want to do is get some kind of leg and body cover. I've used some grease paints and they just don't stay as well. So leg and body cover. A brand called Dermablend is great. That's what I use. It's generally waterproof. They make some cheap stuff that you can get at like CVS, Walmart. You're going to need powder. Just any kind of colorless powder. Powder puff. If you're like me and you have it on a spot that has change in pigmentation, that's a big word, like the underside of your arm, you're going to need some kind of foundation to fade it in. I just got cheap stuff from the dollar store. And then, I only have 2 left because I just did a show. Foam, I don't know what they call them. The foam squares, foam triangles, foam thingies. So yeah, so we're going to get to it. The first step is, once you've found your color, open it up, put a bit on your finger, like so. You're going to cover it up like so. Just rub it in there. Here's a close-up of it. You're going to need a couple coats. Ooh, so good. So yummy. Dab it with your finger to kind of get it even. And then around the edges to smooth it out. So that's coat 1. Notice that it's still shining through a little bit. That's going to happen. You're going to need a couple coats. Also, people tell you to shave, like professional makeup artists tell you to shave that part of your body. But, I mean, I have hair there. It's going to be hairy. I forgot a towel. Oh, tissues. 1 point for me. Tissues. Wiping off my finger. Ooh, the one thing you don't want to do is bend your arm while it's wet because it'll get all over whatever shirt you're wearing, and it comes out pretty easily, but it's just freaking annoying. So then you gotta wait for that to dry. It'll take some while. Yeah, that makes sense. Hair dryer. Drying my tattoo makeup, drying my tattoo makeup. This is the first time I'm using a hair dryer to dry, and it seems to be working. Though it's really warm. My arm is really warm right now. Alright, so for the next coat, it doesn't need to be as completely dry as before. I mean, because it was your skin before, and not anything on it. But you're basically going to do the same step again. You take a little bit of the leg and body cover, put on another coat. You can see it dries a little bit darker, and this second coat was enough to get the full coverage that I needed. After the leg and body stuff is done, you want to take your powder and just do a very light coating of powder on it to help set that. You don't want to use a lot of powder at this point because it'll start peeling. So I powder it, just a little bit of powder on the puff. And you can see the powder kind of helps pull the hairs out, so you don't need to shave there. It doesn't look weird. So here's where the foundations come into play. I have a really light one because I chose a really poor spot, and this part of my arm is lighter than this part, and it just kind of fades right over that. Sugar. Put a nice glob on your foam square, and then just go to town. Kind of dab it back on and start your fade. Follow the natural line. So there's one square, all done. Take your other square and your darker color, shake, 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 shake. Get it on there, and then go from the other side and just kind of fade back down the other way. Take your powder again, take your poof, powder on the poof, that was a lot, and then just powder the heck out of your arm. So, there you have it. No more tattoo. It's gone. Completely gone. Where'd it go? You can kind of be pretty badass now because you just covered your freaking tattoo and it looks like it's not even there. That's right. That's right, guys. I did that. I kind of have it down. I get it done in about an hour just because of the time it takes for the stuff to dry in between steps. It's really easy to take off. You just get a wet wipe and it comes right off. Simple. Get in the shower, soap and water. Yeah, that's the tattoo cover. So, if you liked what you saw and liked how I covered up my tattoo, subscribe. There's more of this to come. So, click like, subscribe, and keep watching. Nick out. It'll stay on overnight, so when you forget that the night before you covered your tattoo and you wake up and you're like, holy crap, where'd my tattoo go? Remember that you covered it.